Hey guys, it's me, and today I'm going to be doing a different kind of video. I'm going to be doing the mixed guy tag. It's kind of a common thing that's on YouTube. Not as common as the mixed girl tag, but I felt the need to do it. I was challenged to do it, so why not? Alright, let's get started. Alright, there are 10 questions. First question, what are you mixed with? I am half black, half white. My father is white and my mother is black. Second question, what have you been mistaken for? This has to be the best question of all to me, because it's something that I go through at least every day, or still to this day. I'm in college and I still go through these kind of questions. I think I always will. I've been mistaken mainly as Latino or Hispanic, mostly like Puerto Rican or Mexican by a lot of people. I don't really understand that. I have a lot of Hispanic friends, and I don't know. I mean, when I go to Hispanic neighborhoods or something, they speak Spanish to me or something, but I don't understand. I see myself as myself. I don't see myself as a specific race. But other than Hispanic, that's the main thing that I get confused for. I get confused. I've been mistaken for being Middle Eastern when I was younger. I don't understand that. I guess they thought I was some kind of Indian boy or something in my neighborhood. I mean, it was very rare. I was just looked at as it's just full black. Very rare. I mean, I've only gotten the half white thing a few times because some people, everybody has different eyes. You know, we'll all see something different. But I've gotten confused with Asian before. Don't really understand that. Well, yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. It's kind of funny, a little flattering, but I don't know what people see. Next question: is your hair curly or straight? When I cut my hair, it starts off straight. Then it gets wavy, as you can see. I cut my hair recently. It is wavy right now, but when it grows, it's very curly. Kind of, it goes up and down. It's hard to explain. But it's very interesting taking care of my hair being different, because most people that I know, a lot of my friends use brushes or combs or something. I don't use anything. I wash my hair every day, scrunch it, and put shampoo and leave-in conditioner and walk out the house, and it's just the same as it always is. Alright, next question. Was coming from a different background challenging? Most definitely. It's something that I have struggled with for the longest time. For the longest time, since I lived with my dad, because my mom was deceased. So we lived in a black neighborhood. It was a mostly black neighborhood. We still live in a mostly black neighborhood. And of course he's a white man. And a lot of his friends are mostly African American. A lot of the people that we've been around, his previous wife, all that sort of thing. And there was always some kind of challenge that occurred, being bullied at school, being called Oreo, white kid, go listen to your rock music type of thing. I don't know, I never really fit in. I never felt like I needed to fit in. Yeah, that was the reason why I was able to overcome it. For a while, I honestly did not like being half white because of the school I was going to. It basically felt as though we were being taught to pretty much that the white man was evil. So when I looked at my dad, I didn't want to really feel that, but for the longest time I did not like being half white. I wanted to be fully black like the rest of the other kids. I tried stereotyping myself. That failed. But yeah, being called Oreo, half-breed, all sorts of things, just weird things like, oh, your dad's white, why? All sorts of really weird things. I guess we'll go to the next question. Which background do you embrace the most? I honestly, like I just said, when I was younger, I embraced my black side more, but I was always being called, you act white, you're half white, sort of thing. I don't embrace either right now. I just believe in acting myself, being myself. I don't want to be anybody else, I can't be anybody else. It's impossible. I just want to be myself. I think racial identity is kind of it's an illusion to me. Like if you identify yourself as like Asian or Hispanic, none of that should really matter when you're talking to a person, or meeting a person. All it is difference in biology and culture. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all still human beings. We all still stand and walk on top of the same green earth, green. So yeah, I don't identify with any culture, to be honest. I identify with myself. I love to embrace many other cultures. Mostly Asian, but I've been embracing other cultures lately because we need to all open our minds. We need to all stop closing our minds and stop getting away with saying stereotypical or racially hurtful things such as the N-word, or white people think they can get away with saying that. I think learning about other cultures makes us more aware of the people around us, the people that are far away from us, people that we don't even know, So yeah, I don't embrace any specific side or culture. Okay, next question. Were you teased for being different, and were you ashamed of being multiracial? As I just said, yes, I was very ashamed of being multiracial. I didn't like it. I thought it was an evil thing for a while. And then now I embrace it because I think everybody is beautiful. We are all beautiful. No matter if we believe it or not, we are all beautiful people. And we should embrace what we come from. I really don't like how America has put this thing where if you're half black or any like half Asian mixed with white or something like that, that you're automatically identified as the minority. You're always going to be identified as black or some other minority if you're half white. You should embrace that side because not all white people are evil. I know media portrays white people and black people as very evil, so well, it seems so, in my opinion. Yeah, there's a lot of tension between those two specific races. I think being mulatto or half black, half white next to being black is one of the hardest things you can be in America. So I think the strongest and most mature and confident thing you can do is love yourself and not care what anybody says or thinks, because you are beautiful. And you should act like you're beautiful, because you are. So of course, I was being teased for being different. I don't care. At this point, I really don't care. Being different is beautiful because normal is overrated. I don't want to be anybody else. I don't want to be anything else. I love being the James that I am. Benefits of being mixed. So me, this is slightly a racial statement. It's a racist statement in my opinion, because being half white, people think that there's white privilege involved. In some cases there is, but to me that's a racist. It's a racist statement and it should not be tolerated. I mean, there are situations where people of Hispanic nationality or ethnicity speak Spanish to me or think I'm one of them or something like that. Cool, yeah. I don't really think there's an advantage of being mixed, other than superfluous notion that all mixed people are special, that they're elite and prettier than non-mixed people, and that they make special pretty babies. I think all races are beautiful. All babies are beautiful. All children and people are beautiful. Because it's a hypocritical statement to say that mixed people are beautiful and say that non-mixed people are beautiful because they come from non-mixed people. So I think that that's really an unnecessary thing to think that because we have different biology than most people on the planet, that we should have a benefit or some kind of perk or something with being mixed. I don't think so. I mean, I don't really like getting the whole exotic thing as much as the next guy. It's just kind of irritating. I mean, sometimes it's interesting what people think. We're all gonna think somebody's something. But yeah. Next question. What makes being multiracial a beautiful thing? Being open-minded. I have never, ever been closed-minded. Because I try my best, because of my background, and because of the people I'm around. I'm around a diverse group of people. I never ever want to be open-minded, closed-minded. Sorry, I never want to be closed-minded because there's so much you're losing. It holds back your maturity. And being multiracial it's pretty much the gateway to being open-minded. I mean, I love it. You already know of other races. You already know of people of different backgrounds, so you can't be stereotypical or have prejudice against them because of something somebody else is saying. And you can also relate to other people's situations, like if they're non-mixed but they're an immigrant to America. You know, they have two sides. You know, I think it's a very beautiful thing to be of different ethnicities or different backgrounds, because you can share this with your children and people around you and embrace this, and that'll encourage others to embrace other cultures or embrace who they are and love who they are because they're beautiful. Well, that's my answer for that question. I'm not going to elaborate more on that because I could. Advice for those struggling with being mixed. Alright. Specifically with being mixed, love who you are. As I've been saying almost this whole entire video, you are beautiful. If you love who you are, other people will love you. I want you to be, no matter if you're not mixed or if you're multiracial or Hispanic, Asian, Latina, you should never be insecure about who you are. You should love yourself, because there are people out there, no matter what you think, that love you and that will unconditionally love you. So you might as well just love yourself. You can't be anybody else, and if you be somebody else, it's probably going to be a really failed attempt. But just love who you are. Love your parents. Thank your parents for sharing that union of love, because being in America specifically, biracial relationships are still sort of frowned upon, even though they're widely embraced in some areas. There's some areas where they are still frowned upon. And you should recognize that these parents have unconditional love for each other, because through these struggles that they both have gone through, prejudices and anything, that they still stood by each other to create you and put all their love that they had into you. And I think being unconditional is the most sincere form of love. To always have, no matter what happens or what somebody says or does, to always care for that person, love for that person, is a beautiful thing. And you should recognize that maybe in the situation where if you're older and your family, your parents met in like the 60s, that they had unconditional love and they loved you.